So it's been actually really good to go back into that environment and to talk to kids. I still feel like a lot of kids kind of, when I talk to them about my life and ideas such as today, I feel that there's such a hunger in them. And I feel kids and teenagers are naturally rebellious. And they're at a stage in their life where I think a lot of their individuality is being crushed by a really corrosive system. I think that's why they're so cranky. But often they come up to me afterwards and they say stuff like, why doesn't anyone else say this to us? Like they are absolutely desperate to hear a different message than the one being kind of blasted from media outlets, which is, this kind of very superficial, life is all about externalities and superficialities, and I think we underestimate how smart kids are, and think a lot of them are really struggling with that value system. And so when you speak to them and say, you can actually adopt your own value system, I think it's a real kind of eye-opener to them. Because, of course, this value system that we're all in, it is so pervasive and ubiquitous. But the wonderful thing is you can still reject it. My battles had nothing to do with being wobbly. I think being wobbly just magnified them and brought me to crisis point earlier. But actually, I think we all need to hear these ideas, and we all need to realise that the only power we have in life is really to choose what we think. And a lot of us give that power away. I know I did. And I didn't even realise I'd done it, but when I took it back, it was the most empowering thing I've ever done. Disability is the key issue for society and difference. I think how we respond to it really shows what we're like as a culture, and it really defines us. So right now we live in a climate where if you're different, if you differ in ability, you're kind of made to feel like a burden by the current government, and you're made to feel like you're not worthwhile and you're a huge financial burden. And there's this awful correlation between a person's worth and their productivity. We need to chuck out that value system if we're serious about responding to everyone's needs. And I hope one day that our labels change and we no longer separate disabled people and able-bodied people, because you know what? We all have our disabilities. We're all on the line, and also anyone can become disabled at any time. In order to truly have a society which actually appreciates everybody and cultivates a real sense of community and a real sense of appreciating our differences, but also focusing on all the things that connect us. I think anything else will just be kind of band-aids on a massive problem. Like I led on the people used to say to me, are you angry at the girls at school for bullying you? And I always said, well, you can't blame the girls because they were doing what their culture told them to do, which is fear difference, which is be superficial, which is judge people on the externals. So those girls are not isolated from the culture they grow up in. And school and education isn't isolated either. So if you actually want to change the way we treat each other. You have to address the wider value system.